November 13th, 2024. My name's Maya.
And I'm Caitlin. Welcome back to your local DSN.
In U.S. news, this last Monday was Veterans Day, which is a special holiday celebrated every year on November 11th to honor the brave people who have served in the United States Armed Forces.
In world news, the half marathon in Canada had an unexpected star, a pet goat named Joshua. The four-legged competitor stole the spotlight after he suddenly began trotting alongside the runners. By the finish line, Joshua had not just earned a medal, but also the hearts of the entire town and fans worldwide.
Local news, Galileo testing is this week. Remember to get a good night's sleep and fuel up with a healthy breakfast in the morning. Take a moment to encourage yourself. You've prepared well and you're ready to shine. Trust in your abilities and you've got this and you're going to do great. Good luck. Now let's go over to Jade and Emma with This Week in History. This Week in History. My name is Jade.
And I am Emma.
This Week in History, in 1956, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled to end segregation on public buses, which was an important step in the civil rights movement.
And in 1997, Pixar released A Bug's Life, an animated movie loved by kids and adults alike.
In 1969, NASA launched Apollo 12, the second mission to land astronauts on the moon. The astronauts explored the lunar surface and brought back moon rocks.
And in 2001, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first movie in the popular series, was released in theaters. It introduced fans to the magical world of Hogwarts.
See you next week on This Week in History.
Now let's go over Alan and Jace with sports.
Welcome to Sports News. My name is Alan.
And I'm Jace. In basketball news, the Phoenix Suns are off to an impressive start this season, showcasing their skills and teamwork on the court. This Friday night, they're set to face off against Oklahoma City Thunder in what promises to be an exciting matchup. Fans can expect a thrilling game as both teams bring their best to the arena.
In football news, last weekend the Arizona Cardinals played against the New York Jets. Take a look at the score. This week, the Cardinals are on a much-needed bye week, which gives them a chance to rest and recharge before their next matchup. They'll definitely benefit from the break as they continue to push for a successful season.
This last Friday, the Tonopah Valley varsity football team hosted Parker in an exciting high school playoff match. Go Phoenix!
That is all for today.
See you next week on Sports News.
Now let's go over to Mrs. Dirksen and Mrs. Huggins with the weekly update.
Hello, Desert Sunset, and welcome to another great week. A very short week, actually. This week we just have 3 days. We had Tuesday off for our observance of Veterans Day. And speaking of Veterans Day, boys and girls, what a great time we had last Friday when we were honoring our veterans. Thank you for being a great audience, and thank you to Student Council and to our essay contest winners. They did a fabulous job. We're so, so proud of you. And thank you just for taking time to honor our veterans and be kind.
Absolutely. We had several contest winners for that essay contest.
We did.
From different grade levels. It was fantastic. And then also last week, we had our data dinners for our 4th and 5th grade students that we got to celebrate those students who scored proficient or highly proficient on last year's AASA test. It was really great to see all the families come out, enjoy a pizza dinner, and get awards and all those things. I can't wait until next year when we get to celebrate again.
That's right. It was a fun time. Lots of kids, lots of pizza,
yes,
and super great time. And on that note, this week, boys and girls, is also a testing week for us. This is your chance to continue to show your teachers all of the things that you've been learning. It's what I used to call show you what you know when I was teaching 2nd grade. So show me what you know days. And those are coming up because we have our benchmark testing this week. So we want to remind you that please go to bed on time, maybe a little early, right, Mrs. Huggins? Maybe a little early. Make sure in the mornings you are ready to come to school, be on time. So pack your things the night before, get your clothes laid out, get your lunch all ready so that you're not spending time in the morning searching around for those things.
Absolutely. And with that testing, you'll notice your schedule might be just a little bit different for our testing days. So thank you for being flexible and ready to learn.
Because we are going to start first thing in the morning, so we don't want you to be late. We for sure want you to be here because the testing schedule does look different. So, but we know they're going to do fabulous. We're super proud of you, and we're excited to see all your hard work pay off. Right? We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you, Mrs. Dirksen and Mrs. Huggins. Now let's go over to Timothy and Riley with entertainment news.
To entertainment news, I'm Timothy.
And I'm Riley.
Other movies to put you in the holiday, check out A Sudden Chase of Christmas in theaters now. This magical story about a town that wakes up to find Christmas has arrived overnight. Decorations are everywhere. Carolers are singing, and now snow covers the ground, even though it hasn't snowed in months. The whole town is filled with joy and wonder as everyone tries to solve the mystery who brought the Christmas early.
Beware of Dragon and the Nozawalk by Vic Graham Madden is a playful book full of fun, silly poems, and wacky characters like Squishosaurus and Ghost Puppies. Each poem has its own illustration, making it feel like a mix between a comic book and a poetry book. Kids who love stories with imagination and humor will enjoy meetings of all goofy creatures. This book is perfect for elementary readers who want to laugh and explore the creative twist on poetry.
That's all for this week.
See you next time on Entertainment News.
Let's go over William and Lorena with fun fact trivia.
The fun fact trivia. My name is William.
And I am Lorena. Did you know that tomorrow, November 14th, is Spicy Guacamole Day?
This day brings together some fresh favors. Call your friends, get the chips ready, and celebrate with a bowl of spicy guacamole dip.
Question for today is
What has been the largest serving of guacamole?
A. 50,957 pounds.
B. 8,900 pounds.
C. 10,957 pounds. You have 10 seconds to make your decision. If you say C, you are correct.
On November 20, 2022 in Mexico, where over 300 people came together to create a whopping 10,957 pounds of guacamole. They used local ingredients and they celebrated this accomplishment during an avocado festival.
To observe this day, one of the easiest snacks to make is guacamole. Add a hint of spice and your celebration is ready. You only need to add some chips and maybe a few friends to share it with you. Give a shout out to those who makes the best guacamole too.
See you next week.
On Fun Fact Trivia.
Let's go over to Giuliano and Abram with Science Time.
Welcome to Science Time. My name is Giuliano.
And I'm Abram.
Every fall, Americans buy millions of pumpkins to carve or use as decoration. But after Halloween, most are thrown away. Experts say over 1 billion pounds of pumpkins end up in landfills each year. This creates massive food waste. Discarded pumpkins emit large amounts of methane as they rot in landfills.
Luckily, there are easy ways to keep pumpkins out of the trash. You can scoop out the seeds to roast for a yummy snack, or use the inside of make a soup or a pie. You can also donate leftover pumpkins to farms or zoos where animals can enjoy them as food.
See you next week
with more Science Time.
Let's go over at Caitlin with Word of the Week.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name is Caitlin. This week's word is courage. Courage is a noun and it means mental or moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. Here's how it can be used in a sentence. It takes courage to stand up for what you believe in. See you next time on Word of the Week.
Now let's go over to Kyler and a special guest with Joke of the Week.
Welcome to Joke of the Week. My name is Kyler, and today my special guest is Timothy from 4th grade. So, Timothy, what's your joke? What do you call an alligator that's wearing a vest?
I don't know.
Why did it?
Investigator.
Good joke, Tim. Next time with Joke of the Week.
That's all for this week's episode of DSN.
Have a remarkable week.